Hey, and welcome to Best of NWF NXT Aftershow. Now, this is our first event since NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Even though these matches were pre-recorded, there was still a lot of excitement looking at this entire card here. A lot of stuff that didn't quite make the TakeOver definitely made it here, and it was fun to see NXT in a grand style yet again in the Barclays Center. First off, we have the hometown heroes, Enzo and Cass, with the Hype Bros versus Jason Jordan and Chad Gable and Dawson and Wilder. Now, this is exactly what I've talked about before on the NXT TakeOver After Show. These fans love this product. They get what they want, and it's amazing to see when the fans are truly invested in what's in the ring. Enzo and Cass came out like they were the biggest superstars in the world, which are NXT. They definitely are. This match was a fun match, typical tag team action, and it was nice to see Enzo and Cass pick up that victory, since I definitely was hoping they'd be in the tag title picture going into TakeOver, and now hopefully in this tag team tournament I'm hoping they're the ones to win it all, because they definitely deserve it. Next up, we have a little backstage segment with Regal. Neville wanting to enter the tag team tournament. I noted this down because I found it quite interesting, thinking of who would be Neville's partner. That'll be exciting to see as we come back to that. And all throughout this show, we had tons of TakeOver recaps, retellings, backstage segments, stuff that you could have picked up on www.com. And it was kind of cool to see a little of the backstage stuff there as well. Next up, worst match of the whole evening, we have Carmella and versus Eva Marie. Now, nothing against Eva Marie. I mean, I know she's putting a lot of work in, but this isn't 2009, 2010, where you could kind of get away with it. It really does show when she's in the ring that she is just not up to speed with the other divas. Well, actually, the women of NXT. I mean, she is not just a step down, she's multiple steps down. And, you know, Carmella is not the most polished, but I've seen her put on pretty decent matches with some other women. So I'm going to go ahead and say Eva Marie was definitely bringing this one down. She just doesn't look right in the ring. She picked up the victory, but nothing real more notable than that, definitely. So I'm just going to skip over that. Next up, I mean, this was really a women-centric NXT, which was nice because they get a lot of exposure, and we're going to see a lot more of them, especially with Bayley as the champ and the other NXT divas moving up to the main roster. We have a Dana Brooke promo trying to hype her up. I mean, I'm interested to see what she does going forward. Right now, she's just too much. Everything is too much. Her outfit's too much, her makeup's too much, her hair is too much. I think it distracts away from, you know, what really sets her apart is her physicality and, you know, her fitness background. I think they should heighten that more instead of 10 different hair colors and crazy makeup. After that, we have Elias Samson versus Bull Dempsey. Now, Elias Samson, I haven't seen him, or at least I haven't noticed him on NXT yet. But when I saw him, I didn't really see much. I think we have enough dark, brooding characters, and that looks like what he's going to be. Now, on the flip side of that, we had Bull Dempsey, which used to be a dark, hard-hitting character, which I was really kind of getting into. And now he's kind of a funny, bullfit kind of thing. I'll see where that goes. I can see why they did that because, like I said, you have the Baron Corbins of the world, the Samoa Joes of the world, the Kevin Owens of the world. I mean, Bull Dempsey, I mean, he's just another in that same vein. So the bullfit thing is fine for now. I hope it doesn't last too long, though, because I really liked him as that hard-hitting, you know, cannonball, wrecking ball kind of a thing. He picks up the victory there. It was a fun match. The crowd was definitely into this as well. Another thing I noted down is there was another backstage segment with Alexa Bliss, with Blake and Murphy. And, man, she hit that promo perfectly. And that's the only reason I want to talk about that. But she really sounded into what she was saying, especially when she was talking about Blue Pants. And I think it'll be really exciting for the NXT crowd to see a Blue Pants versus Alexa Bliss feud there. Our final match of the evening of this very women-centric NXT is Emma versus Dana Brooke versus Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Now, this is a fatal four-way, and the match was a little clunky at times. better than those giant 9-women matches that they had at SummerSlam and all that stuff. It wasn't as locked in as some of the other women's matches, probably because there's 4 of them in the ring. And, you know, when we see the ending of this match, where we see Emma picking up the victory, you could definitely tell that something was up there, because Emma went to get out of that off of Becky Lynch, but nobody came in for the save, and Becky Lynch didn't kick out. The ref counted 3, and that was it. I'm happy Emma picked up the win, though, because I think she's been underutilized and overshadowed by some of the new women and some of the older women that have gotten calls up before her. She's been meandering around the main roster for a while, but I'm excited to see if they use her more now that the women's division at NXT is kind of thinned out, with a lot of them moving to the main roster. So in all, a fun little show for NXT after TakeOver. I'm excited to get back into the normal grind of NXT and see where they're going forward with this. I want to see what's happening with Samoa Joe. I want to see what's happening with Baron Corbin. I want to see who's next for Finn Balor. I want Tyler Breeze to make a run at something. And I'm excited for more women's matches, as long as Ava Marie isn't anywhere near the women's championship for a long, long time. So this was Best of NWF NXT After Show. Catch you later.